The Westchester Home Design Awards are an opportunity for all the local design professionals to really be recognized in our local community.
I love the Home Design Awards. It's wonderful networking, you always meet new people, you get to kind of hobnob with the amazing talent that Westchester holds. I really look forward to it every year. I love that Westchester Home does these awards to bring all of the interior designers together in this community to celebrate one another.
It's the only awards in our region that pull together our Westchester community from an interior design perspective.
Everybody respects Westchester Home so much. To be included in the Design Award, their editorial content, to advertise with them. They bring our design community together.
It's wonderful to be a part of this event every year. It's the one time during the year that we get to be in the room with a lot of other people that are doing amazing things in the community. It feels very energizing to be a part of that.
Hi, I'm Jen Anderlich, Executive Editor of Westchester Home.
Hi, I'm Anna Mantini, Associate Publisher of Westchester Home.
And welcome to the Westchester Home Design Awards. This is not how we anticipated doing this evening. We wish we could be with you all in person, but we're hoping that in the future we can do that very soon. I know that the last couple of months have been challenging for us all, and we have a great community that I've said before has grown stronger through this and will continue to grow stronger throughout this and make it even bigger and better on the other side. We know so many of you have been working virtually harder than ever, with masks, without masks, socially distancing, and you're doing a great job as seen by all of the amazing projects we've seen come through this year. We promise that this evening we are going to do our best to take your minds and hearts off of what's happening in our world right now and create a celebratory event for you, even if it is virtually. We want to take a moment to congratulate all of the finalists and everyone who's submitted in the Design Awards this year. Without you and our wonderful design community, this event would not be possible. We want to take a moment to recognize someone who is very important to us professionally and personally. Unfortunately, he can't be here with us virtually or otherwise, but we hope he's looking down on us with pride this evening. Ralph Martinelli.
The new buzzword that I keep hearing over and over again is pivot. We've all had to change the way we do business recently in order to thrive. I want to acknowledge a very special person that many of you had the pleasure of knowing and I had the honor of working with. A visionary who knew how to identify opportunities and knew when and how to pivot. As many of you know, we recently lost our founder and publisher, Ralph Martinelli, way too soon. Almost 17 years ago, Ralph hired me to launch Westchester Home magazine. The launch and growth of shelter magazines like ours grew after another tragedy, 9/11. Similarly, people chose staycations instead of trips abroad. They started investing in their homes more, building up and out, creating state-of-the-art kitchens, fabulous outdoor spaces, and spa-like baths. Ralph knew that a slick shelter magazine would have a place in Westchester. And here we are years later, in a world that is brimming with hope and opportunity. At Today Media, we look forward to continuing Ralph's amazing work, his vision, and his dedication to his beloved Westchester County. Congratulations to all of our finalists this evening, and a giant thank you to all of our sponsors for your support always, but especially during these times. Before we get on with the show, I would like to send a special thanks to this evening's sponsors. Without you, this event would not be possible, so thank you for your ongoing support year to year. Our platinum sponsor this evening, Best Plumbing Tile & Stone, would like to congratulate all of the 2020 nominees and are very proud to be a part of Westchester Home's Design Awards. And here's a brief message from Best Plumbing Tile & Stone.
Best supports this amazing design community, and we thank you all for your continued support. As times are changing, we have all been forced to think outside the box. Best has taken every precaution and can assure that we have reconfigured our showrooms to protect the health and safety of our employees and clients. We also understand that customers may still be hesitant to enter a retail showroom, making your job quite difficult when it comes to the selection process. Best is here to help. You can now virtually walk through our showroom with your client by visiting our website, bestplg.com. This is an excellent tool that we have seen much success with since introducing it in early May. Please enjoy this exciting evening and good luck to all the nominees.
As silver sponsors of Westchester Home Design Awards, here's a message brought to you by Benjamin Moore and your local architectural and design representative, Tony Germy. To receive the very best from Benjamin Moore, please visit their website at benjaminmoore.com to register your account and explore all the beautiful things you can do with paint. We'd like to thank our video sponsor, Bloomingdale's, who hosted all of the interviews for the Design Awards finalists. And we would also like to thank our bronze sponsors, B&B Pool and Spa Center, Alada Kitchen and Home, California Closets, Consolidated Plumbing Supply, GS&S Awnings, Legacy Construction Northeast, Majestic Kitchens and Bath, and Marble America. And a very special thanks to Enormous Creative for shooting and producing all of the videos that you will see tonight. Each year we receive hundreds and hundreds of submissions, and this year was no different. We actually received more than ever, and we also received new submissions from interior designers and architects that weren't familiar to us. So we're excited that our brand and the Design Awards is growing every single year in popularity. So there is a way that you can enter to win, and Jan, why don't you tell us a little bit about how you can enter your projects for Design Awards.
You can enter now at westchestermagazine.com/Design Awards submissions. And what you do is you enter your high-res, professionally shot photos and a little bit of a description about your project across any of the categories that you feel are pertinent to your projects. We receive hundreds and hundreds, as Anna explained, and what we do then is we anonymously go through all of the submissions, and the nominating committee narrows those down to 3 to 4 finalists in each category. Those finalists are then passed on to the judges, who are made of external professionals in the design community, and they narrow that down to the winners, who we will announce this evening. I want to take an opportunity to thank the judges who took part in this year's Design Awards judging panel: Joanna Buchanan, founder and owner of Joanna Buchanan; Stacy Kunzel, co-founder and owner of Dune and Duchess; Ira Granberg, founder and owner of Ira Granberg Associate Architects; and Lindsay Coral Harper, founder and owner of Lindsay Coral Harper Interiors. Thank you. All right, now that we've got the introductions done and out of the way, it's time to get this party started. Pop your bottle of champagne or uncork that wine, and let's toast to all of the finalists.
So here we are, the moment that we've all been waiting for since March. We're going to find out who the winners are this evening. So grab your glass and let's get started.
Our first category of the night is Best Use of Color, sponsored by Benjamin Moore. Color is such a huge part of the design process and the overall style of a space, and this year's finalists have really upped their game when it comes to the best use of color. And the finalists are Claire Paquin of Clean Design Partners, Sarah Robertson of Studio Dearborn, Larchmont Project Number 1, Sarah Robertson, Studio Dearborn, Larchmont Project Number 2. And the winner is Claire Paquin of Clean Design Partners. Congratulations.
This was a project for a woman who has 3 little boys. They have big boy beds now, and this boy loves color and really wanted pops of color all over the room. It really was about as much color as we could put in the room without going overboard. I think even though it is super colorful, I do think this is a room that could grow with a boy. Even though it has color, it has a lot of sophistication to it.
So the Design Awards are really interesting and even more important than ever this year, because we are all using our homes more than ever. We are entertaining there, we're schooling our children there, we're working there, and it really shines a light on how important our homes are to all of us.
Absolutely. The Design Awards and this footage is going to be even more important than ever, because our audience can go back and view it again and again and get some inspiration and ideas and contact information from all the design professionals that are here with us tonight. The next category is the Best Use of Small Space, sponsored by GS&S Awnings. This is one of my favorite categories because I really feel that it takes a real creative mind to take a look at a small space and make it functional and stylish. And the finalists are Jennifer Howard, JWH Design and Cabinetry, Barrett Oswald, Barrett Oswald Designs, Julia Otto, TC Interiors. And the winner is Barrett Oswald Designs.
So I love this room because it already is in such a great place in the home. It was formerly a sunroom. It's already a cozy setup. We played that up by adding dark paint to all the walls and moldings. We paired it with a really rich leather sofa and a cozy rug. It was dubbed a kids lounge, so it's predominantly a kids space, and I think that it functions really well for them. In the end, our clients were really happy with the space. It not only is aesthetically pleasing, but again, it works really well for a family with young kids, and it will really just continue to grow with them as the kids get older.
So for small space category, it's always really interesting to see what we get because it can mean apartment living, condo living, or just small homes in general, or a small nook in a large home.
Exactly. And I think that's where we really see the creative mind of the interior designer come to play, or the architect come to play, really, where they can take that space and find a purpose for it.
It really lets their creativity shine through.
Absolutely. It's one of my favorite categories, just to see what comes in.
And the next category is children's rooms, sponsored by Benjamin Moore. Children's spaces are always really tricky because you have two clients to please, the kids and the parents. But these professionals have done a great job doing both. And the finalists are Wendy Strauss of Strauss House Designs, Claire Paquin of Clean Design Partners, Kendall Raboon of Kendall Raboon Interiors, and the winner is Kendall Raboon of Kendall Raboon Interiors.
This room was all about the detail, and it was all about the layers. It was planning every inch of space, from the flooring to the wall covering to the painted trim. Every last detail was considered, which was a pleasure for me, and I think the client really appreciated the level of thought that went into it, and she ultimately signed off on what I think became a great room. Most of all, I would describe this room as joyful, which perfectly captures the beautiful little girl that lives there.
The next category is closets, sponsored by Bloomingdale's. Who doesn't appreciate a fabulous closet? And these design professionals know how to do it best. And the finalists are Maria Castro, California Closets, and Brenda McLeish, California Closets. And the winner is Maria Castro, California Closets.
My coworker actually submitted my master closet in my home. It was a beautiful project that my husband and I worked together on. We wanted to create a space that blended into the home and also was very functional to get us up and out of the house. We wanted to keep it very classic and left it black and white with the hardware and the design of the closet, and then let the clothes kind of pop and be the feature of the closet. The end result came out beautifully, and we are absolutely in love with our closet.
The next category is Best Dining Room, sponsored by Best Plumbing, Tile, and Stone. Dining rooms have become the heart of the home, whether they're traditional and formal or they're more modern and casual. And these designers have really shown us the best of both worlds. And the finalists are Cami Lupino of Lulu Home, Barrett Oswald of Barrett Oswald Designs, and Mary Brenler of Indigo Z Home. And the winner is Barrett Oswald of Barrett Oswald Designs.
Our clients love this space because it is their everyday living space and it really functions really well for 3 small kids. So we made sure that we found that perfect marriage between functionality and aesthetically pleasing. We have a little bit of this farmhouse feel that we reinstituted when we put back in the heirloom dining room table. We played it up a little bit with these modern elements, and then we have a little bit of classic design there as well. When we were able to put those pieces together, it really functioned as one unit, and it really is a beautiful space.
During quarantine, have you been using your dining room a lot?
Usually for special occasions is when I find that I use my dining room mostly. How about you?
I've been using my dining room for everything because the kids' classroom is basically the dining room right now. But we're always pushing things off to the side now because there's crayons and markers and craft projects all over the place. So it's become a really important part of our home, even more so than before.
The next category is entry hall, sponsored by Bloomingdale's. We received lovely entry halls this year, and we had a hard time selecting these final 3, but here we go. The finalists are Jennifer Howard, JWH Design and Cabinetry, Shannon Murray Interiors, Cami Lupino, Lulu Home, and the winner is Jennifer Howard, JWH Design and Cabinetry.
The entry hall is the big wow factor in this house. When you walk in the front door, you're going to be looking straight through to the water. But it still had to encompass a lot of function getting around the first floor and connecting the second floor. So I really wanted this combination of warm floors, shiplap on the walls, and then punched it with dark hardware on the light fixtures. And it really is meant to give visual interest and space without being overwhelming.
I love a great entry hall because it sets the tone for the entire house. So I can get a feel for what the rest of the space is going to look like, if it's super, super modern, super clean.
It's really the first impression your house makes on your guests, and so it is sometimes overlooked, but it is super important. And I think that it's another space in the home that you can really make a big impact through color or wallpaper or furnishings and accessories.
Yes, use textures and some fabulous wallpapers.
The next category is Library and Home Office, sponsored by California Closets. The library and home office have become even more important to our homes in the last couple of months, given what's going on in our world. More and more people are using them, including our kids and ourselves, and style and functionality have never been more important than now, as showcased by the finalists. And the finalists are Monica Kahn of Monica Kahn Design, Claire Paquin of Clean Design Partners, Cami Lupino of Lulu Home, and Barrett Oswald of Barrett Oswald Designs. And the winner is Cami Lupino of Lulu Home.
Probably my favorite part of the library home office was the functionality of the space. The fact that there are so many different uses and so many different work zones and storage capabilities. Beautiful warm fireplace, great interactive seating area. There's room for a family of 5 in this one home office. And I feel proud of it because I feel like we achieved the goal of providing the space that the family required.
The next category is living spaces, sponsored by Bloomingdale's. I think we can all agree that our living spaces have really lived up to their names over the past couple of months, and these designers have presented us with unique spaces that are beautiful and functional. And the finalists are Anel Gandelman, A-List Interiors, Carol Kurth Architecture and Interiors, Mary Brendler, Indigo Z Home. And the winner is Anel Gandelman, A-List Interiors.
With this room, we started with the furniture plan. The clients had come from a small apartment where they only had one living space, and they wanted to make sure they used their formal living room, but they didn't really know how. So we created 3 distinct areas that they could enjoy. In the end, we were able to create this really beautiful space for our clients that was also very functional and a space that they could walk into every day and enjoy.
The next category is Master Suite, sponsored by Best Plumbing Tile and Stone. The Master Suite is where we go to escape and relax from a hard day's work, and these designers have done a great job putting together luxury and comfort. The finalists are Lorraine Levinson of Lorraine Levinson Interior Design, Alexandra Amirian of M&P Design Group, Mary Brendler of Indigo Z Home, and the winner is Mary Brendler of Indigo Z Home.
This master suite is really special. Anytime you have a large space, there's a real challenge to make it feel warm. The 2 reclaimed wood beams are an interesting way to bring your eye up and help bring in some of those warmer tones. We worked with a lot of neutrals in this room, which was one of my favorite ways to design, with very intentional pops of color. My favorite thing is it's really a modern take on a very classic design.
The next category is Modern Bath, sponsored by Consolidated Plumbing. In this category, we highlight designers that have an eye for all things modern, clean, sleek, and serene. And the finalists are Beta Buell Interiors Inc., Jennifer Howard, JWH Design and Cabinetry, Sarah Robertson, Studio Dearborn. And the winner is Sarah Robertson, Studio Dearborn.
This bathroom reflects sort of a California modern vibe and brought in black, which was an accent in a whole bunch of other places in the home, but in this case we decided to make it center stage, so the strong black backsplash kind of combined with the earthy walnut and kind of a more subtle marble on the floor just made it kind of a bold statement, but still like a really livable space.
The next category is Modern Kitchen, sponsored by Best Plumbing Tile and Stone. These designs bring together the best of streamlined designs and functionality into the center of our home. And the finalists are Sarah Robertson, Studio Dearborn, Jane Bell of Jane Bell Interior Design, and Mary Brendler of Indigo Z Home. And the winner is Sarah Robertson of Studio Dearborn.
This client was very clear that she did not want a white kitchen, so we were looking for something that would feel bright, but also feel organic. We landed on this beautiful pale rift sawn oak for the cabinetry. We brought in some color through this really unique back painted glass. I'm proud of it because in addition to feeling very modern, it's a really functional space. At the end of the day, that's really what they were hoping for out of their new kitchen.
The next category is Mudrooms, sponsored by Benjamin Moore. Who doesn't love a great mudroom that brings together storage and style all in one place? And the finalists are Claire Paquin, Clean Design Partners, Daniel Contelmo Architects in partnership with Melissa Adams Gruber, Adams Interior Design, Ralph Macon Architects, and the winner is Ralph Macon Architects.
The mudroom in any house is a high traffic area, but it also has to be durable and has to have a lot of storage. We decided to bring the bluestone walkways that were outside in as the flooring, and then we did vertical shiplap siding, painted white for a finished and durable look. We also used Dutch doors on the front and the back to kind of create that indoor-outdoor feel. In addition to being durable and efficient, it's also attractive and welcoming.
Jen, you did your mudroom recently, didn't you?
I did. Last year, I added a mudroom to our house, and my husband and I worked on it together with a contractor, and it has been life-changing. I really do love a good mudroom, and I didn't realize how much I needed one until we had it, and now I can't live without it.
And probably it's something that you'll use forever and ever as the kids get older and have friends come over and just put all their stuff there from after school and whatever sporting event or activities they're into, and it kind of keeps the rest of the house nice and organized and clean.
It does, and there's so many great stylish storage solutions now that there's really a great mix of, look and feel and functionality now, which I think makes it that much more fun.
Yeah, it's time for me to redo mine, I think.
Definitely, you won't regret it. The next category is Pool or Pool House, sponsored by B&B Pool and Spa Center. This summer, the word on everybody's lips is going to be staycation. So if you're lucky enough to have a pool or a pool house in your own backyard, especially designed like these, you are one lucky homeowner. And the finalists are Bana Shora of Shora Architecture PC, Carol A. Chopa of Chopa Architects LLC, Brad DeMott of DeMott Architects, and the winner is Bana Shora of Shora Architecture.
We designed the pool for a colonial revival house of 1908. I took elements that are dominant in the house, like the major columns and the fan windows, and the pool is basically the center of the space that's created between the house and the pool house. At the end, the client loved the project as if it was always there.
The next category is Powder Room, sponsored by Majestic Kitchens and Baths. We often refer to the powder room as the jewel box of the home. Even though it might be a small space, it's where we might be able to take the biggest risks in design. And the finalists are Anel Gandelman, A-List Interiors, Shannon Murray Interiors, Cami Lupino, Lulu Home. And the winner is Anel Gandelman, A-List Interiors.
This powder room was part of a larger renovation, and it was really in addition to an older home. The powder room is right off the mudroom, so it's not a formal powder room, and we wanted to keep things not super precious, but we still wanted it to have some style and a little bit of drama. In the end, we were able to create a really stylish powder room that was also very durable, and we were also able to incorporate this walnut slab that had been on our client's wish list.
The next category is Specialty Rooms, sponsored by Marble America. Specialty rooms can be a lot of different things depending on your interpretation. In fact, we have a bowling alley as part of the finalists and a laundry room. And the finalists are Joe Manello and Patrick Hickerson of Manello Landscape Industries, Claire Paquin of Clean Design Partners, Kimberly Handler of Kimberly Handler Designs, Susan Goldberg of SBG Design Inc. And the winner is Kimberly Handler of Kimberly Handler Designs.
So in this specialty room, it's a playroom, and our overall concept was making it functional and multi-purpose. So all the furniture is movable. The carpet is carpet tiles, so kids get messy. You can swap them in and out, rearrange it. The overall look and feel of the room is fun, from the glass railing that's in the room, to the colorful carpet, to the bunk beds, to the wallpaper. It all just has a fun feel to it.
The next category is traditional baths, sponsored by Best Plumbing Tile and Stone. In a world that continues to evolve, it's nice to have traditional touches throughout our home, as seen by these designs. And the finalists are Susan Allisberg and Ed Parker, Allisberg Parker Architect, in partnership with Courtney Bishop Design. Jennifer Howard, JWH Design and Cabinetry. Ralph Macon, Macon Architects. And the winner is Allisberg Parker Architects in partnership with Courtney Bishop Designs.
This project was a single-family residence for a young couple. My favorite part about this project was actually working with the Gudises. They were wonderful clients. It's actually really gratifying to design and build a home that works for a family like that. They were really interested in a modern farmhouse, so we took that style and created something that I think that'll be timeless and work for them for a long time to come.
The next category is Traditional Kitchen, sponsored by Legacy Construction Northeast. In the kitchen, we gather our friends and family to create traditions, entertain, and dine. So what better place to show off traditional design than here? The finalists are Lorraine Levinson Interior Design, Susan Allisberg and Ed Parker of Allisberg Parker Architect in partnership with Courtney Bishop of Courtney Bishop Design, Sarah Robertson of Studio Dearborn, Larchmont Project Number 1, Sarah Robertson of Studio Dearborn, Larchmont Project Number 2. And the winner is Lorraine Levinson of Lorraine Levinson Interior Design.
My entry for Best Traditional Kitchen is part of a classic and timeless design for a large family with 6 children. I truly believe that each project that I work on needs to be customized for that particular homeowner, and I'm always excited when homeowners say to me that they feel like they're now home, that it has been made especially for them, and I think I achieved that for this family.
So now we're down to the final 2 categories of the evening.
These whole home categories can take years to produce. The designers and architects who work on them work tirelessly from start to finish on a lot of these projects and work hand in hand with the homeowners.
This next category is Whole Home Architecture, sponsored by Best Plumbing Tile and Stone. And the finalists are Robert Keller and Diane Eaton, Keller Eaton Architects, Susan Allisberg and Ed Parker, Allisberg Parker Architect in partnership with Courtney Bishop Design, Christina Griffin, CGA Studio. And the winner is Allisberg Parker Architect in partnership with Courtney Bishop Design.
The overall look and feel of the house is a farmhouse modern, and the interiors are actually quite contemporary as well, but more transitional. They're not really contemporary. Our job is to make sure that the building and the spaces work, that they are aesthetically pleasing, and that it creates a home. You know, in residential architecture, you're really creating a space for people to live, and that's what's most important, is creating something that the client can enjoy.
We want to take a moment to congratulate the winners thus far. There have been some amazing submissions this year, and it was very difficult for us to choose all of the winners, but we want to say a huge congratulations to all of you.
Yes, definitely. And thank you again for joining us, and thank you to all the talented design professionals in Westchester that continue to do amazing work and make Westchester a great place to live. And thanks again for joining us.
And the last category of the evening is Whole Home Design, sponsored by Bellata Kitchen and Home. And the finalists are Jennifer Howard, JWH Design and Cabinetry, Cami Lupino of Lulu Home, and Barrett Oswald of Barrett Oswald Designs. And the winner is Jennifer Howard of JWH Design and Cabinetry.
This was a beautiful spec project that we did on the water in Rye. It was 3 years in the planning. Every inch of the space had to be really carefully thought out to make sure it best complemented the landscape, yet gave all the critical spaces that family needs on the interior. Since this was a full design build project, we were able to do all different styles of cabinetry in every room. I got to take a lot of liberties with the palette, and I had a lot of fun.
Congratulations to all the winners this evening. We are thrilled to have been able to highlight all of your beautiful work.
And I want to second the congratulations to all of the winners this evening. You had done such an amazing job, and we're so proud that we could be a part of your journey. All of the winners this evening can expect to receive a gift box with their beautiful awards in the mail soon. And if you would like to watch the show again or share it with your family and friends, the link will be live on our website and on our Facebook page.
We'd like to take another moment to thank all of our amazing sponsors this evening. Platinum sponsor Best Plumbing Tile and Stone, Silver sponsor Benjamin Moore, Video sponsor Bloomingdale's, Bronze sponsors B&B Pool and Spa Center, Bellotta Kitchen and Home, California Closets, Consolidated Plumbing Supply, GS&S Awnings, Legacy Construction Northeast, Majestic Kitchens and Bath, and Marble America. And a very special thanks to Enormous Creative for shooting and producing all of the videos you saw tonight. And a very special thanks to our Westchester Home team for putting this all together.
Thank you to everyone who tuned into our first ever Virtual Design Awards. We're so appreciative for you tuning in, and we thank you. We couldn't have done this without you. I also want to take a moment to remind you that we are accepting submissions for the Design Awards next year already. Please don't wait until the last minute. So get your submissions in now if you can. The website is westchestermagazine.com/Design Awards submissions. I want to thank everybody tonight for joining us, congratulate the winners. We're so happy that we could celebrate you this evening and beyond this evening. I also want to take a moment and a personal note to say that this will be my last Design Awards here at Westchester Home. I have so enjoyed being executive editor of this amazing magazine and being a part of this wonderful community and forming relationships with all of you and working with all of you. You inspire me every day, and I know you will continue to do that in my next role. And I just want to thank you for all of the memories we've created together.
As many of you know who have been with us for many, many years, Jen really transformed the look and feel of Westchester Home magazine and brought it to a whole other level. On a personal level, it's been great to work with you and to become friends with you. And on a professional level, it's been wonderful to work alongside you and to host the Design Awards and have so much fun doing it. So you will truly be missed, and you are irreplaceable in my heart.
Thank you. Congratulations to all of our winners tonight. We are so proud that we could celebrate you this evening, and thank you for joining us. Stay safe and good night.
Yes, thank you very much. Congratulations, and I cannot wait to see each and every one of you soon. Have a good evening.